Hey guys, Dylan here, and decided to do a review for the recent anime Full Metal Panic: Invisible Victory, the fourth season in Full Metal Panic. And there's a lot that I have to say about this because I am a fan. I have not read the manga or is it the light novels? I don't remember, but I have been a fan of the anime series. And I was a little slightly concerned whenever they decided to change the um, the studio to another one for this. The studio, yeah, Zebek. And honestly, I have to say they did a damn good job of this. Because this was actually one of my favorites of all four seasons. This has got to be one of my favorites because not because it's new, but because it's less comedy and more of the action of the drama that's in it. And because in the beginning that kind of got old pretty quickly. Though there was one thing for sure I did notice a change of, and that is Kaname's that is Chidori's hair color. I don't know why the first thing I noticed was her hair color, but the animation looked very, very similar. Basically, it's very similar to what it always was. But her hair color did change slightly. Before, it was like a blue raspberry kind of blue, while on this one, it has a bit of green or it's a bit darker. I'd say it has a bit of green in it. There's a bit of green put in her hair color now, which I'm not complaining. It's I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that was one of the first things I noticed was a big difference between the other three seasons and this one. And even though it's just a small thing. Anyway, yeah. Another thing that was different between this one and the other one is that Chidori had not as much screen time as she did in the others, even though she's basically the main point of this whole series, or the power that she has, which isn't mentioned very much in this season. Like it's like mentioned maybe once, probably maybe once or twice, maybe. But that's about it. And like I said before, if I did that before, there's less comedy in this, and there's a lot more action, which actually kind of helps bring in the seriousness of this season of trying to of Sosuke trying to get Chidori back and all that kind of stuff. And speaking of Sosuke, we saw in this season we saw him in more desperate situations because of what happened to Mithril in the beginning, like four-ish episodes, which was Mithril being, I would say, disbanded, but the the thing is that their island base was attacked by the main group that is in this one, Amalgam, whose leader is uh, Captain Testarosa's brother, and they ended up they ended up destroying the base. I'm not going to say what happened to them though. But during that, one of the Mithril members, they were gonna abandon her. They're gonna abandon her and Mithril and all of that. And what does she do? She pulls out a gun and points it at him. Not afraid to shoot. That is probably the one. That is probably one of my favorite moments because it just showed how badass she can get when she's pressured. Another big point that happens is as Al, Sosuke's M9. I'm not good with all the names of all the mechas that are in this, but it's his personal mecha that got destroyed. Gets destroyed. Or it sacrifices itself for him, I should say. During the first 4 episodes. And now this new enemy I talked about, Amalgam, is a lot more stronger than any of the others. One, because it is able to predict certain moves from Mithril. And it also has these little mechas that are basically their main soldiers that would be extremely hard to kill without an M9. And a big thing about this is Chidori not wanting all of this violence to happen, all this killing to happen. He doesn't want Sosuke to have to kill her to rescue her, even though that's all he ever did for her, was kill to try to get to her, to rescue her and all that. But she does, and that's why she ends up just volunteering herself just to stop all of this, and she volunteers herself to stop all of this and try to keep Sosuke alive. And that kind of gave, and toward the end, she got through a bunch of what's going through her head of, is this right? Is all of what's going on right? And she finally resolved that she doesn't care now how many get killed. She wants Sosuke to rescue her toward the end. And there's a possible 5th season that's going to possibly come out, like a Invisible Victory 2 or something, because Chidori wasn't rescued. That there was just a call between them, and that's Mithril gets all back together on a submarine, and that's basically the end of this. So there's no really happy ending because she's not rescued yet. We don't know what Amalgam wants to do with her and her whispered powers. So I feel like there's going to be another season that's going to come out. And there's only one bad thing I have to say about this, is that there's a stupid, dumbass episode recaps. Like, there was only 2, but why do you even need them in a 12-episode series? It was after episode 4 and after episode 8. They did recap episodes, which were pointless, really. I have no idea why they did that. That's the only bad thing I would give about it, though. So overall, I really enjoyed it. And the only reason I hated them was because I had to wait another week to find out what's going to happen next. That's the only reason why I hated them. But that's all I have to say about it. If you enjoyed the video, why not consider subscribing for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.